ladies and gentlemen, once again from the Roseville Armory in Newark, New Jersey, where New Jersey is playing Philadelphia. In the ninth game of the current series, and the score in games is New Jersey 5 and Philadelphia 3. The score at this time, as we go into the seventh period, is New Jersey 11 and Philadelphia 9. And to bring you the action as the girls go into their first jam, here's Ken Nidell.
All right, the Philadelphia player, Dolores Doss, moving out in there. Followed in there by Norma Rossner for New Jersey. There's the New Jersey uniform. That's Rossner, number 65, following in on the big gal. Dolores Doss. Doss holding it down now. You know, we told you Doss comes from Milwaukee. She's a good skater, a nice-looking gal. Talking about a top beer. Comes from Milwaukee, too, and that's Flats. Feels great. Coming in there now. Number 65 up there, moving in with Doris Doss, one member of each team. Here they come now, moving to the back of the pack. The defense is falling back there. Back in a blockhouse. Number 37, Kay Verba, the defensive champion of the Philadelphia team. Verba is usually used in the key blocking spot because she's very good on defense. She can block to the left as well as she can to the right. That's very important in roller derby. Verba's closed down beautifully in there. Now Doss comes in on the blocker. Captain Monagine Payne. Captain Monagine of the New Jersey team blocking back on Dolores Doss. Doss trying to get around the outside. Can't do it. The clock shows 45 seconds to go. Monagine Payne, New Jersey's captain, blocking up on Doss. Doss takes it. Can't get by so far. Down she goes. Leading jam skater down. No score in that one. So we had good defensive play that time on the part of Kay Verba and Captain Monagine Payne. Verba of Philadelphia, Payne of New Jersey.
The team skating for Philadelphia is number 32, Betty Jo Harris. 33 is Dolores Doss. 34, Gloria McAuliffe. 37 is Kay Verba, and 39 is Donna Jean Cox. For New Jersey, number 60 is Captain Monagine Payne. 62 is Rennie Randell. 64, Millie Bruno. 65, Norma Rossner, and 67 is Edith Banner. Now, you fans of the roller derby, once again, you know how the sport goes. If you pass one or two members of the opposition, lapping the opposition, that's 1 point. 3 or 4 is 2 points. Pass 5, that's 5 points. The jamming period's 2 minutes. The skating period's 15 minutes. And the girls now take over again with 12 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in this skating period.
62 out in front now. Renee Randall. And number 32, Betty Jo Harris, moves out for Philadelphia. Harris on the move now with Renee Randall without the helmet on for New Jersey. Randall up in there now. Also coming out is number 34, Gloria McAuliffe for the Philadelphia team. Blocking back nicely in there on Bobby Burns. Taking Burns back, slowing down. Looks like she's still being content to drop back. It's nice defensive play. It's not Bobby Burns. It's Billy Bruno. Bruno and Burns are built a lot alike, and well, you certainly could take one for the other. 32 moves in there now. Betty Jo Harris putting on some speed, and Renee Randall staying right up there with her. This Harris girl has come a long, long way. You Philadelphia fans and Camden fans up there, you're mighty proud of this girl. You saw a very vicious fight up there in the Philadelphia arena, which she was involved in. And since that time, this girl has been rough and tough to get along with. If they want a battle, I'm ready. Coming in now, Betty Jo Harris moving in. Hails from Louisville, Kentucky. Harris coming in the back of the pack, moving in there now. Moving in on Edie Branham. Branham of the New Jersey team slowing down on Betty Jo Harris. Harris trying to get in. Here comes Renee Randall around the outside. Randall trying to get by Kay Verba. Verba back there, number 37, blocking back Renee Randall, number 62 of the New Jersey team. Randall can't get by. And so far, Betty Jo Harris is having trouble with number 67. And look out! Oh, please, she went straight for that rail. Just a sidestep saved her from going probably over the top of the rail. Such a decision. No score. She did not pass Edie Branham's blocking. Joe, that was a close one.
Yes, it was, Ken. She was blocked on the inside of the track. She hit the inner boards, then skidded back up on the turn and looked as if she was out of control, and it looked as if she might go over the 4x4s, which were padded at that point with foam rubber, but she smartly dropped down and checked herself and prevented perhaps what may have been quite a shaking up, if not a serious injury. Fans, as you know, the jamming period is 2 minutes. It's over. If the leading jam skater falls or leaves the track with both skates, as Betty Jo Harris did that time, in case of an official timeout, or if the leading jam skater places her hands on her hips. Also, a penalty will end the jam, and we have minor penalties of 2 or 3 minutes, major penalties of 5 minutes, also including banishment from the game. All right, action on the track. Here we go, Ken.
All right, off and rolling, number 61. Coming up in there, Bobby Burns. Burns moves in there now, drives in with Irish Ashbacker for Philadelphia. Ashbacker and Burns on this one member of each team moving in. A nice block in there by Bobby Burns on Irish Ashbacker. Down goes Burns. And number 31 moving in there, Irish Ashbacker bearing down now. Ashbacker on the offensive, moving in. 11-9 that score. New Jersey leading the Philadelphia team. Ashbacker comes to the back of the pack now. Moves in there. Irish comes in on Bobby Burns. Burns is ready to block her back and slow her down. Good up.
Yes, it does, Ken, and she just about was as close as you can be to picking up a 5-pointer or not making it. There it is. We'll put those 2 points up there on that right side for the visitors. We're still waiting for those 2 to be racked up, but we know that they scored them. It's New Jersey 11, Philadelphia 11, 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the 7th period. All right, now the scoreboard shows it 11-11. They finally racked those 2 points up. There it is, 11-11. All right, on their way they go.
Up in front now, Norma Rossner moves in for the big orange team of New Jersey, number 65. The striped jersey, the candy striped jersey, Philadelphia. Irish Ashbacker in second. Also Philadelphia. Moving in there, Dolores Doss, and in 4th position, Bobby Burns. No, Billy Bruno. Billy Bruno up in front. Ashbacker hits Bruno with a nice block, and then number 65, Rossner throws one up on Dolores Doss. Billy Bruno throws one up there on Doss, too. Ashbacker takes over the lead of the jam with 4 minutes and 41 seconds to go. Here goes Ashbacker pouring it on. Ashbacker holds that lead down now. Billy Bruno of New Jersey right behind her. Got her sleeves rolled up, so is Ashbacker. So it's 1 member of each team on the jam. 4 started, now only 2 are going to continue. The other 2, Doss and Rossner, are dropping back into the pack, leaving it up to these 2 girls. So both teams have plenty of confidence in their choice for offensive players on this particular jam. Billy Bruno up in front now, moving in. Bruno bearing down. Ashbacker coming up in there. Here they move in the back of the pack. Trying to score, trying to get in there. Bruno coming in on Dolores Doss, back in the defensive spot, the blocking spot, so far for Philadelphia. Ashbacker comes in on Edie Branham, number 67 of the New Jersey team. Branham blocking back. Branham slowing down nicely in there on the offensive player. Irish Ashbacker. Ashbacker trying to get in, and Branham blocks it with a beautiful block. Edie Branham, number 67, blocking back, and Ashbacker, number 31. 31 trying to get in, can't do it. Good blocking by Doss. Doss slowing down nicely in there. Billy Bruno. Clock shows about 6 seconds to go, and right through there comes Ashbacker. And the offensive decision, 1-point game by Irish Ashbacker of the Philadelphia team. Now, we want to get one thing clear here while we have the opportunity. The score now, incidentally, is 12-11 in favor of Philadelphia over the New Jersey team here with about 3 minutes and 4 seconds to go. The Brooklyn team opens here tomorrow night in the Roosevelt Armory on Roosevelt Avenue in Newark, New Jersey. And we want you New Jersey fans to know that your New Jersey team is going to have a battle out here with Brooklyn starting tomorrow night. Good seats are available for all the big games coming up in this new series, and you can call right now by calling Humboldt 56494 in New Jersey. It's Humboldt 56494.
Ken, let's not forget the fact that not only is Tuffy Bergeron coming in, but we have a couple of pretty good skaters on that men's team, Ken Monty and Sammy Stovall.
You said that right, Joe. Buzzer, and that means let's go. 65 over to number 60. Monagine Payne on the loose. Big tall Monagine from Indianapolis, Indiana. Real favorite with the Jersey fans, just like Brett Spear. Moves out there now. Here comes number 35, the Bond Philly from Philly, Bobby Johnstone. 1 member of each team on the jam, and it's the 2 captains, so let's watch it now. Monagine hit hard, down goes Johnstone. knocked out of it. Didn't last long that time. Monaghan just whipped one up from the shoestrings that time and said, look out. Monaghan Payne bearing down, coming in there hard now, moving around the big high bank and down towards us, right at us. Here she comes now, moving in on Bobby Johnstone. Johnstone on the defense. Monaghan coming in there. If she passes one member of the striped jersey Philadelphia team, remember she would get 1 point. If she passed 3, she would gain 2. If she could pass 5, that's the best you can do. She'd gain 5 points. We keep repeating the rules so that all our Flats fans can know what's going on. Some of them are with us for the first time tonight, and all you veterans, well, you don't have to be told, but let's watch Monaghan coming around. Pass 2, pass 3, pass 4. Going after Aspacker now. That crowd, hey, look out. Monaghan going after 5 points. Aspacker is up in there. She's got her. 5 points by Monaghan Payne. Beautiful play. That's the best you can do with the crowd.
Well, there's that explosion that's been getting ready to blow off all night tonight. It happened with less than 30 seconds to go in the 7th period. It puts New Jersey out in front 16-12. Their biggest advantage of the night. The applause is for Monaghan Payne. Irish Aspacker did everything she possibly could to stop it. And it wasn't good enough. Listen to that applause for Monaghan.
Hammering out, Joe.
All right, there's the end of the 7th period with the score, New Jersey 16 and Philadelphia 12. Well, I'll say one thing. Watching this makes me thirsty for a tall, cool glass of Flats, Milwaukee's finest beer.
I'm from Milwaukee, and I ought to know.
It's the same old story wherever you go.
This is the tune you will always hear. Flats is Milwaukee's finest beer.
One beer outsells all others in Milwaukee, the nation's premium beer capital. That beer is Flats. Ask any Milwaukeean, Brian Donlevy, for instance. Is that right, Mr. Donlevy?
There's no doubt about it. Flats is Milwaukee's finest beer. I lived in Milwaukee. I ought to know.
Take a tip from Brian Donlevy. Try Flats today.
I'm from Milwaukee, and I ought to know.
It's the same old story wherever you go.
This is the tune you will always hear. Flats is Milwaukee's finest beer.
All right, they're off and rolling. On the front of that pack, number 67. There's the Jammers. Leaving the front of the pack and coming out is Janowitz. For the Philadelphia team, and right with him is Joe Fiote, number 67. Big guy, Fiote. Every time we look at Joe, it seems as though he grows a little bit. A young fella from right here in New Jersey who's doing a splendid job with the New Jersey team. Cracker jack on those skates on the back track. Janowitz up there now for Philly. Moves in. Harold Janowitz. He's a common spec Saunders, this Janowitz. Young fellow's been skating about a year and a half, and about another year or two, he should be right up in there. Plenty good right now. Janowitz up in front now. Joe Fiote without his helmet on. 66 moves up in there. Hey, a nice hard block. Fiote coming in. That's the boy out there for New Jersey, and number 34, Harold Janowitz, gives him a pass block. Moves in for Philadelphia. Don Lewis back in the blocking spot for the New Jersey team. He'll try to stop up Janowitz. Janowitz, number 34, moving in on number 67, or number 69, rather, and it's Lewis. Don Lewis back in the block out. Here comes Janowitz moving in on Lewis. Lewis throwing him down, but first it's Fiote who dropped back the block out on Janowitz and then move up and try to score. You know, it's not only to try to score, but to try to keep the opposition back of you. And there's a nice block in there as Lewis slows down to number 34. Harold Janowitz. Fiote slowed down by elbows. Anderson works off Fiote. About 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, The jam is over. They did not get in there. No score on that one. Beautiful defensive play on the part of Anderson and good blocking on the part of Janowitz. Now, you New York fans, remember that the roller derby is over at the 9th Regiment Armory on 14th Street. There's wonderful transportation, and the big series starts tomorrow night between this Philadelphia team you're watching tonight and the World Championship New York team. At the 9th Regiment on 14th Street in New York. For reservations, call Judson 64646. Tickets sold at the Woodstock Hotel, 43rd Street off Broadway.
Skating for Philadelphia, number 32 is Captain Silverich, 34 is Harold Janowitz, 35 is Buddy Atkinson, 39 is Coach Elmer Anderson, and 40 is Charlie Saunders. For New Jersey, 62 is Buddy Collins, 64 Herbie Brooks, 66 is Joe Fiore, 68 is Hugh Greenwood, and 69 is Don Lewis.
Rolling, Buddy Atkinson coming out there now, moving in. Buddy bearing down with number 64, and it's Herbie Plump. Plump taking all his laurels and medals that he won in the RSROA skating, the national championships, and bringing them into the professional field, into the roller derby. He's proven to be a great guy. In fact, Big Moose Payne in the discussion here tonight, just before we came on TV, Big Moose had to say this. He said, Herbie Plump is one of my greatest skaters. And I'm looking forward to seeing Plump be one of the big guns of the equally as good a skater as Buddy Atkinson, but Buddy's great experience, timing when to throw a block, showed up right then. He threw that key block on Plump when Herbie didn't expect it. Herbie went down. Buddy moves in there now. Buddy hails from San Francisco. Coming in there, moving in. And his coach, elbows Anderson, leans over, whispers something to him. A little strategy here now going on. Double block ball by the New Jersey team. On your left, Don Lewis. On your right, number 64, Herbie Plump. Plump blocking back. Anderson trying to pull him around. Plump scores. Or rather, Buddy Atkinson, I believe, scored. Now we'll wait for the official. He hit that rail. Look out. He did. He got one. He knew it. He got by Herbie Plump for that score. And a nice assist from Elbows Anderson to score. 16-13. Is that correct, Joe?
That's right. 16-13 is being racked up there. New Jersey leading Philadelphia 16-13. I'll tell you, that Atkinson really pours it on all the way. Buddy doesn't mind the booing or anything like that, but he just keeps hacking away. Feeling on the other side between Elmer Anderson and Don Lewis. And Don is being replaced by Frank Bailey. 65 taking over. The amazing part to me is that we have not had a penalty in the 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th period so far. And we have 8 minutes and 35 seconds left to play. Ken.
All right, off and rolling. Coming out there now. Moving in. Buddy Atkinson up in there with number 65. And it's Frank Bailey. Little Frankie Bailey up in there, followed by Buddy Atkinson, number 35, who just scored that point. Followed by Silverich, number 32, and also up in there now is Sid Harness. Harness can really go. Big Sid out there for the New Jersey team, bearing down now with Silverich. 44 seconds to go. 16-13, New Jersey leads Philadelphia. With Monagene's Grand Slam 5-pointer. Those big, full bottles of Blatz. Enjoy it. Now at 61. Hey, Rich ball. Here comes the play now. Harness moving in all alone. Sid's a very fast boy. Passes one.
You know, I'd like to have a dollar tonight for every television spectator who's sipping Blatz, Milwaukee's finest beer.
In Milwaukee, premium beer capital of America, Blatz is the largest selling beer because it's Milwaukee's finest beer.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Blatz is Milwaukee's finest beer. I've lived there. I ought to know.
Take a tip from Victor McLaughlin. Try Blatz today.
All right, timeout by the officials. There's the Philadelphia team. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the game. They've got to overcome a 4-point lead, which New Jersey has built up. New Jersey 17, Philadelphia 13. And, of course, you can be sure that Philadelphia, from here on out, will have to go all the way out, while New Jersey will go into a defensive pattern with less than 6 minutes now left to go in the game. The big guns are all in there for Philadelphia. The big guns are in there for New Jersey. All right, there they go.
Off and rolling. 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go. 17-13. New Jersey leads Philadelphia. Out here in the Roosevelt Armory on Roosevelt Avenue in Newark, New Jersey. The final game of this series. New series starting tomorrow night. 64 up there now. Herbie Plump followed by Speck Saunders. Saunders is the guy that they always depend on. They come through for Philly. When they're in a tight spot. Right now they are because they're fighting that time. 5 minutes and 12 seconds. 5 minutes and 11 seconds. That's what's left in the game. 17-13, New Jersey. Back up in there now, number 64. Herbie Plump throws a block on him. Plump and Speck Saunders moving in. There's Silver Rich up in front there, and Big Moose Payne steps up there and take over, along with Sid Harnett. Speck working on Herbie. It's Herbie, slows him down, and now Speck is taken out. Down goes Plump. Herbie taken out of it. There's a veteran, Speck Saunders, cutting loose. 4 minutes, 31 seconds to go, and a minute down and 1 to go in this jam. Speck's got a minute. Isn't that a pretty style to watch? Man, the way he bends in there. Arms moving, glance up the clock, and then he hits around that turn, that 1, 2, 3, 4, and a smooth fifth stride. Bend again, Speck, and there he goes. Got to give credit where credit is due. This fella cheered by the New Jersey fans, just like if he's a member of their own team. I mean, they respect him. And all Old Derby fans everywhere know they're seeing the greatest, or one of the greatest, we could say, in the business when Speck's in action. Speck coming up in there now. They're throwing blocks for him. Pass two. He's driving. Trying to get more now. Pass 3, pass 4. Look at that guy scoot through there. Cut it off. 2 points. Wait a minute, 5 points. 5 points. I didn't see that fifth player. Who was the fifth player Joey passed?
Moose Payne was knocked down, Ken.
Oh, I missed that. Moose Payne was knocked down. He got 5 points. So there you have it, 18-17 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. And a nice play by Speck Saunders of the Philadelphia team.
Well, there was that blocking going on in the pack, and with Saunders moving along, Moose Payne was knocked down. Of course, they were all in there jamming away 9 skaters, so that Moose wasn't kind of missed when he went down, but the referees were right on top of it. And so Saunders picks up a 5-pointer and puts his team out in front 18-17 with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the game. And now Philadelphia will try to score for all they're worth to cut this thing off.
Up and rolling now. Silver Rich up in there. Philadelphia trying to hold that 1-point lead. And that's how fast the complexion of the game can change. And he cuts it off. He stalls out there. Slowing up out there. Speck Saunders scoring 5. And now Rich, the captain, playing heads up to slow this one up. Remember, the Brooklyn team continue tomorrow night in the Roosevelt Armory on Roosevelt Avenue in Newark, New Jersey to play the New Jersey team. Brooklyn against New Jersey. For reservations, call Humboldt 56494 in this area. Call Humboldt 56494. Good seats available for tomorrow night and all the big games coming up. Here they go. Sid Harnett moving out. Harnett to New Jersey trying to cash in now if he can. And this guy is dynamite. Look at the blocking by Moose Payne up in the front there with little Frank Bailey and number 64 Herbie Plump all ganged up, slowing down on the striped jersey Philadelphia team. This could be something here. This guy out on this jam, Sid Harnett, is plenty great. Now Silver Rich trying to get loose, and Captain Johnny Clark, beautiful bucket by Clark, taking Rich high, slows him down. Slowing Rich down now. A minute and a half to go in the game, and that's it. A minute and a half to go in the jam. Beautiful blocking in that pack by the New Jersey team. They're all doing a great job. Moose Payne, Johnny Clark, Speck on his quick move now, and Payne is after him. Payne comes up and takes him out. Speck taken out with a beautiful block by Big Moose. Wonderful blocking by the New Jersey team in that pack. And this guy, Sid Harness, is as dangerous as they come in roller derby, and he's moving. Big Sid, he racked up 5 points 3 nights ago. He can do it. We'll see what happens now. Can the Philadelphia team stop up and hold that 1-point lead, 18-17? Or will New Jersey go ahead with 51 seconds to go, 50 seconds to go, 49 seconds to go? Elbows Anderson back in the blocking spot. The great coach of Philadelphia back in the block out. Sid Harness. Harness trying to get in there. Anderson blocking him, slowing him down. 39 seconds to go, and that's all that's left of the game. Harness trying to get by. Anderson giving him trouble, blocking him back hard. Harness giving everything he's got, trying to get in there. Harness is down. No score. No score. Referee getting an argument from Harness. The time is running short. Harness beeping at Anderson, blocked him illegally. So there you have it, Joe.
He's put Harness out of the game. He's put Harness out, Ken. He gave the hit to Russ Short as he went by, so Short has put him out of the game. That definitely wraps it up. Now he's gone over to argue with Short again, and he better look out for it. It'll cost him money. There's the end of the game, and the final score is Philadelphia 18, New Jersey 17. Well, despite the fact that New Jersey lost this one, the star for New Jersey would be Montegene Payne, who racked up 5 points, the star of the game, and Philadelphia would be Spec Saunders, who got that 5-pointer to put his team out in front and give them the win. Philadelphia 18, New Jersey 17. And speaking of stars, did you know that Pat O'Brien, the motion picture star, says that Blatz is Milwaukee's finest beer? Pat's from Milwaukee, he ought to know.
The Roller Derby, America's finest sports spectacle, has been brought to you by Blatz, Milwaukee's finest beer. Yes, where America's finest beers are brewed, Blatz is the leading beer. As folks from Milwaukee will tell you, I'm from Milwaukee. I ought to know. Blatz is Milwaukee's finest beer.
The preceding program, originally telecast by ABC in New York, has come to you by special video recording. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.